How do you find balance between your work in real life and YouTube? I don't. Having ideas is not the problem, it's more like having the time and to put all the setup. I mean, technically I could upload one video a week, but I don't do it because then I think it forces you to create content when you don't really want to do it. Because the best videos are made when you really want to make them.
I don't. I have an erratic YouTube schedule. I have an erratic work schedule because I'm a freelancer, so I go some months not working very much, and then other times where it's overload, and then I'm also in school, so that's like my number one since I'll be graduating in October.
Well, YouTube is really just a hobby for me, so I only make videos whenever I find the time to do them.
So I take a day of the week where I'm free and I basically film 4 videos, 3 videos. For some reason I wake up really early anyway, so sometimes instead of lying in bed for an extra hour or 2, I would get up and kind of force myself to film and get all of that stuff done for that week.
How I balance it is I work Monday through Friday. I get off at 5 o'clock. I come home, work on YouTube from 5:30 to 11:30 at night. I keep it Monday through Friday for work. On the weekends, I rarely work on videos because that is my time. Those are my days off. Those are my days to spend with my friends and family. So I really keep all my work for the work week, Monday through Friday.
Finding a balance between studying and YouTube is a pretty difficult thing to do, but I best manage it by setting aside an hour before I go to bed every night to work on videos, plan them, edit them, whatever needs doing, and then I set aside a couple of hours on a weekend to film, which then means I have to work really hard on the times that I actually am studying because it's a full-time job being a vet student.
I always try to not let my YouTubing restrict my studying, and as far as it makes sense, vice versa.
Being in school and being at work and doing YouTube and stuff, I always try to find time for YouTube since it's my passion and it's my way of expressing myself, and it's pretty much to de-stress myself as well. I usually work 3 12-hour shifts in a row, so when I'm doing work, I'm pretty much just in work mode. I don't do anything YouTube. I can't do all things at the same time, so I pretty much just do work mode, and then school mode, and then YouTube mode.
It's hard. Sometimes I can't find balance. I have to do the other one and just leave the other one. For now, it's been so busy at school, I have to put YouTube on a hold for a while, but it makes me sad that I can't balance both.
I'm kind of lucky in that my work position and my YouTube life, they're actually kind of balancing each other out, because in both I'm using my life experience to help other people. In my position as peer support, I am using that mental health background of lived and learned and family and friends, caregiving, to help other people to achieve their goals, to work on their recovery. And I get to do the same on YouTube by using life experiences to tell stories, to share information, and hopefully it's entertaining and you guys get something out of it.
Well, first off, I have a very organized calendar with colors and stuff. Second, I do pretty much all of my schoolwork at school, so I don't usually have to do something at home. And then I can use the rest of my free time to work on YouTube.
Well, because I work pretty much full-time, the only time I have to film is on the weekends, and then during the evenings when I come home from work, that's when I edit the videos. Or if I really need to film something, I could when I get home, but my time is so crunched and it's really limited, so I'm constantly working. I even have to get up early in the mornings just to see if I can reply to comments or just, do something to kind of catch up in all the work that I have to do, but I do try to manage my time as best as I can. Also, sometimes if I'm really behind, I might skip a week of uploading just because I do want to make sure that my content is up to my standards, and I don't want to just constantly be putting out things where I know it's not good enough. Doing YouTube videos and working can get a little bit overwhelming, so I do need a break sometimes.
I am not a terribly balanced individual, so basically the layout of my day, I start at about 9 a.m. or so, and I will get online and work on YouTube and work on my blog or photography or whatever it is that I'm doing that day until about 2 o'clock or so, when it's time to get ready for work and go to work, and then I get out at 10 o'clock, and then I get off and I come home and I work on YouTube and my blog and stuff and whatever it is that I'm working on. So I just work constantly.
It's a little bit easier for me to find a balance between real life and work and YouTube because I'm a little bit unusual. I have a lot of severe mental health issues, which means that I don't really leave my house. I have a severe generalized anxiety disorder with traits of agoraphobia, which means that I socialize with people maybe like once every 3 months or so. Like, I don't go out, I don't see people, I don't have like real life friends that I see on a regular basis. Most of my friends are internet associations. So that basically means my social life is associated with YouTube. So I don't really have to balance the two because they're kind of one and the same.
So for finding balance between work life and YouTube, I mean, to me, right, I want that to be my work life. And since I'm not really working that often, it kind of is. I'm applying to some fun jobs at places like Hulu and Netflix and Disney, but then some boring jobs too, just so I can make money.
I don't really find balance, honestly. Right now I'm on a routine of I either film at 12 in the morning or during the day in the middle of the week, which is what I'm doing right now. And basically I try to film as much as I can when my ideas are flowing, and then I schedule these videos out.
It's really easy to find the balance because I work with my students in the afternoons and evenings during the week and during the day on the weekends, but I have my weekdays free in the morning and early afternoons.
How I usually find the balance is I set a specific day for recording videos, and then maybe the day after or maybe the same day I edit those videos, and also I set a specific day for working as well.
I'm going to make videos again on YouTube, but in different style.
Sometimes it's really hard to balance working full-time and doing YouTube because YouTube is almost a full-time job. It's just a job you really don't get paid in traditional money. I mean, I like to think I get paid in likes and comments and shares, but you be the judge of that. Personally, I think it's a catch-22. If you don't put the time and effort into your channel, you're not going to progress on the platform as quickly or as much as you would think or like to have happen. And that's why I think it's way easier at work, because you have your goals, you have your objectives, you know what you're trying to do, and you know the steps it takes to do those things. YouTube is kind of a black hole, and you don't really know what works until all of a sudden you've gone viral. I'll get back to you when that happens. I think for the most part your work life is a lot more stable, and you can rely on a paycheck. You can rely on the things to keep your life going so that you can keep your YouTube going.